All right, so we just started the game. The map is Middle East, and we are playing as East Algeria. Okay. First time playing the map. East Algeria. It's an interesting positioning. It's kind of long and skinny. Massive border. Well, before we do anything, let's start off with our recruiting offices. It's been a little while since I've done this. But let's see. All right, let's just start off construction. And let's start building these recruiting offices. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, geez, I have the hints on. Oh, well, that's not good. But let's see if I can do this. Just select everything and build recruiting offices. Bingo. Okay. All right, this is exactly what we wanted. So right now, we will start recruiting infantry as soon as these offices finish. Great. Great, great. Let's see, what do we have? We have a double resource up here and right here. We have fish and coal. So let's queue up. We don't have premium, so we really can't queue much up, or can you? Okay, looks like you do have a basic queue. So let's focus on these workshops. Okay. Well, the answer is you do need premium. No worries, no worries. Let's now work on these workshops. Okay, 10 more seconds here. And I want to focus on these double resource provinces because these workshops will upgrade to factories, and these factories will provide additional resource production. I really don't want to waste that on a single resource producing province, so these are good. All right, let's get the workshop going here. And I believe, okay, first one finished. Let's get the second one queued up. Perfect. A few more seconds here. And let's start producing armored cars. We have the resources for it. These armored cars are going to be great. Just a quick mobile. Oh, it's still missing it? Oh, let's just refresh. All right, there we go. I forgot where the controls were for a second. All right, let's get the second workshop up. All right, let's try this again. Second workshop. Great, and let's get these armored cars going. Great. And we have infantry being recruited across the board. Perfect. Let's quickly go to our sliders. We're about even on food. That's fine. I'm going to go heavy on the fish. I want a huge surplus on grain, any kind of fish shortages, which I don't think we will have any, especially with the double fish that we have. But grain is just a lot more valuable. I certainly want to stockpile that. And see, iron and lumber, we're actually pretty neutral, which, again, isn't a bad thing. I don't think our production is the best. Let's go heavy on the wood right now, and we'll look at the stock market, see if we need to adjust anything. Oil, let's just minimize that as much as possible. Our resources are pretty good. I mean, we have so much coal coming in. I think those are great for the sliders. Man, these tips. I gotta turn this off. Man, it's been so long. All right, let's see here. A little bit of grain is gonna be great. A little bit of fish. These prices are relatively cheap, which is good. I'm not selling anything. Let's see. Coal. We really don't need coal right now. I'm going to just see if I can dump as much of this as I can. Trading fee 29. All right, every little bit is going to help. I'll sell a little bit of gas as well. We'll soon be running a pretty big surplus with our double coal, so I'm not worried about not having enough energy. Not an ideal double resource, but you know, it'll do. It'll do. And then let's take a, oh wow. Yes, please. 4.5. All right, this is really good. And I'm going to go ahead and buy a little bit more of that wood. And let's get this iron to it. I think it'll be nice to have this in our stockpile here. Okay, great. For a second, I thought I was selling the iron and wood, but no, we're looking good here. I'm not doing that, but what I will do is I will add a buy offer. Okay. We are turning these. We're turning these tips off. Boom. All right, let's go back here. I'm gonna go in the market. I want more iron and lumber. 5.3, 1.1. Maybe the AIs will sell to us. So let's purchase. I can do 6. Let's do 6. 5,000 unit price of 6. Only 33,000. What are these? Gold marks, coins? I'll pay. Yes. Money. Just called money. Though it looks like it's pounds. Either way, let's get another offer going for wood. Same deal. And I'll pay the trade fee, I believe, only if I complete the sale. So let's do that. All right, so that ties up some of our resources in the trades. And if I cancel it, I'm pretty sure I get the whole thing back. I guess we'll find out. Interesting position. We have 3 provinces that do not border another nation. Algeria, West Algeria, South Algeria, West Libya are still all AI. What's our best route here? Taking West Algeria would be nice. I mean, double fish, double iron. I could be cranking out some cavalry, building fortifications. That would be a huge boon for us. But I mean, I take this, the borders look like this. I mean, Morocco is probably going to jump on us, South Algeria. That's tough. That's really tough. South Algeria, I'm not even going to evaluate. That's just going to leave us exposed to 2 additional players. Not interested. Libya over here, let's see. Yeah, they're definitely going to be a player. There's no one there right now. If I took it, the borders are a little tough to hold, especially without a coalition. I am leaning toward just taking out Tunis. Tunisia, is it? Yeah, Tunisia. Tunisia? I guess I'm saying it wrong. Either way, we have 3 provinces here that don't border another country. I am going to take those units and let's move them up to Constantine. I'd rather hit the capital first, get this resource boost, and then proceed down, get the fish, the steel, and the coal. The fish are going to be great. Steel is good. Coal, I could care less. But then we'll be able to just have, or at least garrison 1 province to border up against Tripoli, and that puts us right next to their capital. I could see them trying to do the same thing. Interesting. On the West Algeria front, they have 3 provinces, maybe 5, so maybe a max of 50,000 troops, leaving 30 in the area. I think will work just fine. If I look at the views, we can see each other pretty much across the board. I don't care if they can see here. If I look at the distance between these 2, that's actually interesting. Can they see us? Gotta pull out something to measure this with. Let's see here. All right, now this is interesting. Can they see me? I don't believe they can, at least my unit counts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 9,000 troops, move them to the north. Down here, I'm going to split 3,000 troops to move north. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Well, I say that. I'm going to leave the 10,000 troops here. Let's pull 3,000 off of there. Let's get these guys moving north as well. And you know what? Provinces down here, we have 2 bordering neighbors. I would rather like to keep this wood. The distance here is rather far away from the capital as well, so I will begin construction on a fortification, a fortress, which I believe, does it not tell me? Okay. Let's take a look at this. So a level 1 fortress would reduce damage by 30%. Awesome. And then would help morale with another 5%, which I think is going to be helpful further down south here. This oil province, I will do the same thing, especially if I'm pulling troops out of the area. This province is a little far away for Algeria to see. I'm less concerned about them attacking it. If they think there's at least 1,000 there, I feel comfortable. The defense here seems pretty solid for now. Again, this could all change on a dime. We'll get our soldiers all regrouping Constantine, and with that, we should have... Let's see here. We'll have about 45,000 to launch the assault on Tunis. We should trade pretty well. This is the first day, so they're not going to have fortifications. It's not the ideal 50, but it should work. And again, we take this grain. Oh, I believe it tells me. Okay. I believe we get a certain portion of the resources when we capture the province. I'm not sure if it's the full 2,300 there. Certainly be nice. But we can certainly check the front reports whenever this happens. We'll take the grain, we'll take the fish, we'll take the iron and the coal, and I believe we'll be in a much better position. We do have a double fish province here that borders the coast. This will be great. Once factories come out, we'll be able to use those factories to build ships, protect ourselves against Spain, do an attack in West Algeria, potentially... I believe that's West Libya. Yes, West Libya. That'll be huge. And actually, if we take the capital, it should increase our unit production. Because let's see here. If I select this, let's look at our land units, and I look at the armored car. It says 1 day, 17 hours, due to morale limitations, is how I'm reading this. It doesn't tell me anything here. Due to the morale limitations, it's an extra 4 hours. So if we take a capital, raise the morale, that could cut that back rather significantly. The other thing to consider is we're still building the second workshop. And the second workshop, I suppose I can't see it, but unit production speed bonus of 50. I believe we would get another 50%, so that should really help. A day and 16 hours. Hopefully it'll cut that down to under a day. And then what we'll be able to do is leverage the armored cars to, I should say, maybe put one in the capital just as an additional piece of security. Buy a little bit of extra assurance there. I don't want to put it into a fort. The armored cars are essentially a mini fort, and if I'm going to be attacking them, I just don't want to dump that iron at the moment. I really don't have any either after the 2 forts I'm building in the south. But I can get another armored car in Biskra, and I can use that to reinforce maybe some of the provinces in the south or in the west here, just in case they do attack. Let's see if we have any other players. No players spawning at the moment. It's just me in the north. The south here is filling up pretty well. A lot in the Middle East. Surprisingly, we have 1 in Persia. Okay, 1 in Anatolia, Ottoman Empire. Okay, I think things are looking pretty good. Now let's double check the stock market. All right, no other activity, and I'm not seeing any other sales. One other thing that I do want to do is I want to improve my relations with a lot of the AI miners. Now, the best way to check that out, especially day 1, is I'm just going to flip this to provinces. I mean, these are all definitely AI miners, and I am going to share map. Straight away, let's just do this for everyone. All right, I accidentally shared map with the Ottoman Empire, but it was really quick. I doubt it made a difference for them. And now we are attacking Tunis, and I'm less familiar with the mechanics here. But I believe if we... Oh, that's not a good idea. I was going to say, with them, we should probably issue a trade embargo since we're going to be attacking them. And I believe if we declare war, the hit isn't going to be as great. What I'll probably do is attack with the first 30, maybe 39,000 troops or so. And then these additional reinforcing troops will just help against any kind of AI counterattacks. We can reallocate them over to Gadames, or however you pronounce that. But this should be fine. What's interesting is the color scheme. We've got it set to green mode. Let's see if we can change this. Okay, that all looks good. Nation colors. All right. I think this is just a little bit easier to look at with all the different nations, at least initially. But this is good. Yeah, if we attack them in Tunis, we can take the capital rather quickly. We'll hit their morale, so it'll be tougher for them, and we'll secure these 2 provinces rather early, which means that if they counterattack us, well, they'd be either running into our existing troops, or they would be hitting this Uwargla and Gadames, or however you want to pronounce it again. Jeez, these names are rough. I mean, Tripoli, Sirte, Benghazi. I mean, I'm familiar with some of these names, not that I can pronounce them, but some of these, man, Shalif. I am certainly saying that wrong. But either way, this is good. Let's see if there's anything else in the newspaper to take a look at. Wealthiest nations, I mean, we're all the same. Dreaded nations, I mean, we're all going to be the same. The game did just start, so we're maybe about 30 minutes in. We have coalition victory, solo victory conditions available. We'll see which we do. I would be fine joining a coalition, though I would hesitate joining a coalition in the first few minutes of the game. It kind of seems like after the first day, a lot of players just fizzle out, and I wouldn't want to commit to a coalition that's just going to go away, go AFK, not really help. If I join a coalition, I'm not a fan of this backstabbing, betrayal, hopping coalitions, trying to just get the W. If I join a team, I'm pretty committed to be part of that team. But all right, so let's just check our resources one more time. Our food resources look good. Our materials leave a lot to be desired. Our energy's pretty good. Unfortunately, we just can't sell any. Oh, that's oil. Whew. 5. shoot, you know, it's only $6.96. I am going to take that because I want the early game cash. Once these armored cars are out, I'm going to be cranking through some cavalry. That'll help with a lot of these offensives. We won't have it for the initial offensive, but we should have it after that. One other thing I forgot to mention is if you take a look at these heroes, I do not have any. It's been many years. We're hoping that we've got 2 operations going around. We've got Operation Shamrock, which would give us the new hero, which I'm not familiar with. Yeah, it's primarily that one hero. Yeah. We have Operation Mobile Defense, which I would certainly take the armored car guy. And I suppose it's just him. That'll be huge. Operation Payday really doesn't mean anything since we're not spending any money. And Operation Valentine is map specific and will be going away here in about 11 hours. So, one additional thing I did is add a few more trades to sell our coal, gas, and oil at pretty fair market prices right now. We'll see if anyone does go ahead and sell, or I should say buy from us. One interesting thing to note is that somebody is selling us wood at 6, which is great. It's only about 600 or so, but that is a really cheap price. We were buying it for, we did buy some for 4.8. That was a huge steal. But then otherwise we're buying it for about 10.8. I don't see any other market activity. These are all our offers. These are our offers as the top offers. With grain and fish, I think we'll get a good amount here. I don't want to be wasting our cash. We don't have that much to begin with. But I like the situation we're in right now. If we have early success here in Tunis, it'll set us up in a great position to go for either Tripoli or kind of divert some of our forces over here to West Algeria. We'll have the additional food. Hopefully we'll have additional cavalry cranking out. I'd love to mix in a balloon in there just to make sure that there's nothing going on. Italy is going to be an AI. That's not a player. Just to keep an eye on Spain, Morocco, see if there's any other infantry movements from Algeria or West Libya. If I see any troop concentrations heading in our direction, we would have to probably abort the operation. I'm hoping this will be quick and it won't leave us exposed for that long. But for maps like these, you got to make some progress really early on. Otherwise, you are just climbing that mountain. You are behind. These coalitions will work together, acquire a lot of territory, and they could be using gold marks. You need some provinces. You need some more troops and resources to even have a chance to compete. If it doesn't turn out, well, I suppose we tried. First game in a very long time, but I have my hopes. And with that, we'll see you guys in the next episode.